Today we're going to be changing the thermostat on a 2015 Chevy 2500 with a 6-liter gas engine. If you look down here, we couldn't find any videos on it on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure that's the housing right down there. That looks like the thermostat housing on all my other vehicles, so I'm pretty sure that's it. Now we're going to be using this pan that we got from Tractor Supply. This is for rabbit cages. We're going to be using it to catch the antifreeze when it comes out, because that is the bottom radiator hose that I believe is hooked to the thermostat housing. And I found the wrench we need is a 10mm socket to get the 2 bolts out on the housing. And we're gonna go ahead and start. All right, so I got my ratchet down in here. It's kind of hard to reach, but you can get around these hoses. I got the ratchet on the top bolt, and it ain't very tight. Just pop that loose. Then I kind of gotta feel my way down to the bottom one. Just kind of try to guide it with my fingers on there, and there it's on. And there's plenty of room to swing the ratchet down in there. But yeah, I'll get back to you when I get this housing off. Alright, and this is why we use the big pan. It's dripping like really bad down there and hitting everything. So it would be kind of impossible to get something down in here to catch it before it drips down the front of the engine. Alright, I'm on the top bolt now, and I think it drained all the way down to this hose. I think most of the antifreeze is out of it by the time I got the bottom bolt out. Alright, I'm going to pull what I believe to be housing off. Hopefully there's a thermostat in there. Alright, I see a thermostat. Looks like we got it right. And there's a bunch more coolant in there. I'm lifting the hose up so it don't drain all of it. Good thing we got that pan under there. I highly suggest you get a pan like this if you do your thermostat. Alright, so we got the old thermostat out here, and there's the new one. The new one looks a little bit different, but we looked up the part number, and this old one says that it opens at 86 Celsius, and that converts to 186 Fahrenheit. And this one should open at 187 Fahrenheit. So it's not a big enough difference to be worried about. But anyway, we're gonna pop this one in, and I'll show you when I got it back together. This back into this housing on the hose, and that actually holds the coolant back, so I can put this hose back down in here onto the housing where it goes into the engine, and I should be able to reach down in there and get my bolts started again. Probably blocking the view of the camera right now, but it's kind of a challenge to get these bolts started. It would probably be easier to take the intake hose off so you can see down in there better, but I didn't really want to mess with it because GM engineers decided to make everything difficult on this engine. So we're just making do. Alright, so I got both the bolts in and tightened down. Now we just gotta put the antifreeze back in it and top it off, and we're done with the thermostat. Now I'm gonna explain to you how these thermostats work if you don't know. Now, I'm no mechanic, but I'll explain it to you to the best of my knowledge. Basically, this part here goes into your engine, and when it heats up these springs, they get weaker as they heat up, and it allows this to open up, and it lets the coolant flow from your radiator into your engine and cool off the engine when this spring gets heated up enough to open. So basically that's what the thermostat does. They're very important, and if they get worn out, they will make your engine overheat, and that's why I'm doing this video. This specific truck happens to have 190,000 miles. I don't know if the thermostat has been replaced before, but this one has 190,000. I'm guessing that's when they usually wear out, but I'm not sure. Now we're gonna put the coolant back in it and we'll be done. All right, we're dumping the coolant in the reservoir since they don't have an open radiator cap to dump it in. So we're hoping it'll flow down into the radiator. All right, so we dumped a gallon of it in and fired the truck up, and it sucked it all down. So we're going on the second gallon now. All right, so we dumped antifreeze back in it, fired it up a couple times, and it's down to the full level on the reservoir, and it doesn't seem to be going back into the radiator anymore. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and go check out the rest of my channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more great videos like this. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more of me fixing my vehicles. I try to fix all my vehicles myself to save money, so I could have a lot of videos on fixing stuff. So let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.